But let's move right on and get on board then. Our experts to chat about the technical. Sameet Chavan joins in from Angel Broking to chat a little bit about the market setup. And we ended with a whimper, Sameet, but it was the Nifty Bank that definitely stood out, bucking the trend, you could say, among the pack. Do you think that the kind of outperformance that we've seen in the Nifty Bank is here to stay?
See, as far as Bank Nifty is concerned, since last 2 days we have seen an outperformance of banking index. This index has clearly underperformed our benchmark index in last 1.5 months. However, since last 2 days we have seen good positive traction in this index. We have seen a buying in most of the heavyweight banking counters. The index has managed to give a decisive breakout on hourly chart beyond its resistance of 18,200 on a closing basis. Thus, looking at this price development, we expect extension of this up move towards 18,600, 18,700 in the near term. Any dip would be a buying opportunity, and now on the lower side, 18,000 to 17,900 would be seen as a very strong support zone.
Alright, Sameet, just wanted to talk to you about the IT sector and more specifically HCL Tech as well. That one has been a big laggard on the back of all of those comments coming in, and most importantly the fact that a protectionist bill has been reintroduced in the US Congress and the Senate. That is something that put a lot of pressure on the IT space, and HCL Tech was one of the top losers along with Tech Mahindra, Infosys and TCS. So what's your view specifically on HCL Tech, and how do you see that one panning out in the days to come?
A couple of days back, we witnessed a decisive breakout from a multiple resistance zone in HCL Tech from its resistance of 840 on a closing basis. However, in last 2 days, the stock has corrected quite sharply from higher levels. So now we can see this particular stock consolidating in a narrow range wherein the support would be seen around 790, 795, and on the higher side, 845, 850 would be seen as a very strong resistance. So at least in the near term, we expect this particular stock to consolidate in a broad range of 850 to 790.
Let's talk about some more stocks that were in focus, and Wockhardt for one witnessed a pretty stellar rally in Friday's session, crossing the 700 mark with conviction. Sameet, what's the view here?
See, as far as levels for Wockhardt is concerned, this stock has given a sharp recovery from lower levels of 600, 610 since last 5 days. If we look at the overall daily chart, this stock is poised for a further up move. In the near term, we can expect this stock heading towards 750, 755, which can be seen as a near-term resistance. And on the lower side now, any dip probably would be a buying opportunity, at least in the near term. So 670, 660 would be seen as a very strong support zone.
Alright, let's talk about some individual stock ideas then. And Sameet, what are the 2 ideas that you'd recommend to viewers this morning?
Our 2 ideas for the day would be both on the long side. First one would be from the private banking space, Kotak Bank. This stock has corrected quite sharply from higher levels of 770 to 700 in last 1.5 months. We have seen good shorts building up in this particular counter in last 1.5 months. Clearly this stock is heavy, short heavy counter, and is now trading around its strong support of 700. On Friday, we witnessed a decent recovery from lower levels, so that clearly indicates that the stock is poised for a decent up move. So we expect a short covering bounce in this particular stock. Our target would be around 747, stop loss would be around 693. Our other buy call would be on Britannia. After the consolidation of nearly 4 or 5 days, this stock has managed to give a decent recovery from its Friday's low, and it has managed to close around its highest point of the day. If you look at the volume activity, it has picked up substantially. Thus, going ahead, we expect the stock to move towards 3030, which would be a near-term target. Stop loss can be fixed at 2842.
Thanks much, Sameet, for joining in and sharing with us your market perspective. Meantime, let's hear it then from a big market voice.